Gartex started a journey in 2016 in with this Delhi edition. The idea and concept was there was no organized exhibition in the sector. There were many exhibitions on garment machinery, but they were all very unorganized in smaller city. Usually used to take place in tents on grounds. So there was no standard in this exhibition. And whether this exhibition, if you talk about garment and textile, this is the third largest sector in India. So this needed a quality exhibition where the buyers and exhibitors can meet and network with each other. But what we saw, the quality buyers were not coming on the show floor because uh, the infrastructure was very bad. So we started with this concept, and the idea behind was to combine the whole value chain of garmenting and textile under one roof, whether it's fabrics, trims, machinery, technology, and everything.
When you had tied up with massive price for and what is the motive behind that?
So Max tied up with Messe Frankfurt in 2019, 18 or 19, I think. So I don't believe it's 18 or 19. So the idea was to bring the Text Process brand to India. So that's the reason why it's called Gartex Text Process. With their international expertise and international brand of Text Process, as all the global players know Text Process very well. So that was the idea and concept behind it.
So how it is going on with the fan?
It's perfectly well. Winston will be able to tell you better.
Yes, now it's
Now, of course, I think Gartex text process tying up with Mex was, but obviously natural. If you are aware, we also tied up with Mex earlier. Actually, not tied up. We have actually done business with Mex earlier, right up from the LED Expo, Blockbuster, Media Expo, Blockbuster. And I think as partners, it only made even more sense to take this relationship much further. I think with Gartex text process, you can actually see this baby evolve. I remember the first show; it was in Pragati Maidan Hall 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
The old, yeah,
yeah.
uh, very small, literally a startup, but in the next few editions, I mean, it just went, I think, to the roof. So exactly what Gaurav said, we have seen there's been a demand over the last couple of editions. I can very confidently say that today Gartex Text Process has made an amazing footprint in this industry. We are now considered a formidable player in this industry, yeah, and we do hope that in the next coming few editions, we will bring in much more internationals onto the show floor that would actually then make this a truly international exposure. Yeah.
I think this is a joint venture between the ADX and Mr.
Yes, it is a joint venture
Yes.
between both the companies.
So it also includes the denim shoe, like the denim brand. It's what is the idea behind that? Why denim is a separate brand? Yes, Himani, you can do it.
Denim, in itself is a very unique and a very integral part of this garmenting and textile industry. And India is the largest, I think the third largest producer,
Second largest in
second
denim
or
fabric.
third largest producer of denim in the world. And we have the top mills here who produce denim, which is, the domestic consumption is very high, and some percentage is exported as well. So we wanted to give distinct recognition to this fabric, and because there are a lot of trends which come out in this segment, and it is worn by every segment, age group also, from a child to youth to old age. Everybody is using denim in their lives. So I think it's denim garment is part of everybody's wardrobe. So we try to showcase the complete value chain of denim through this show, from the fabric to the washes, finishes, trends. The type of machinery used for making denim is different than the trims and accessories that go with it. So the whole idea was to showcase all of that, and to give buyers to meet those top denim mills at one place. With our tie-up with DMA, the Denim Manufacturers Association, who have supported this show since the first edition, it has been a very integral part for the denim industry.
Jigna, I would like to add one point. What happens? This, the denim fabrics is mostly sold by dealers to the garmenters, exporters, and the cutters. So sometimes we feel that they are not able to give the full concept of denim, what finishes, what washes are there. So here the mills are not to sell fabrics; they're here to show the concept, the trends. So a buyer who's coming, he know, okay, this is what I can do with denim, and then he proposes the same thing in the market. So the concept is to actually see what denim can do.
Yes, so denim is concerned, how the industry is going on, any ups and downs in denim industry is there. So what do you see the future of denim industry?
So the future is very bright. There are certain market conditions which makes the industry ups and down. The high pricing in cotton and all those factors were definitely there last year. But the even after COVID, what you see that denim has become a formal office wear also. Earlier, who used to wear denims in office? But now a lot of with the youth coming in, a lot of startups and a
Absolutely.
lot of new companies, they're allowing people to wear denims in office also. With the stretch, the comfort, and a lot of
Versatility.
versatility, it has become a everyday used to wear denim. If you know the history of denim, denim in something around 1800, denim was a uniform. It was workwear for people who used to work in mines. It's not the same now. So it's denim is very completely different now.
Plus, there is a lot of issue around sustainability and circularity, which is being addressed through our platform, where we have talk sessions and presentations on how the making of denim garment can be a sustainable process. So that issue is also being addressed through our show.
So denim can be a sustainable because right now it's not.
Yes,
And
it can be sustainable. See, the
it
cost
is,
is high. There are companies who are giving waterless dyeing also. If you look at Genealogia's booth, they're giving denim washes and denim laser, which is reducing the usage of water and sort of dyeing and the finishes.
I think
So
so.
definitely day by day, a lot of new technologies are coming up. So that will help to become it more sustainable.
And this Gartex show is in between the garment and the textile processes. So I think you're covering both textile and the garment.
Yeah.
So how do you justify both the garment also and textile?
See, a lot of companies are now going into backward integration. Some are going into forward integration. Because earlier, if you talk about textile, it was just making a plain cloth, plain fabric, and that's it, sell it on the market. But now there's a lot of value addition in terms of enhanced embroidery, embroidery plus digital printing, those sort of technologies and techniques. So that's for the textile mills and textile processing units. If you talk about garmenting, then you have your regular sewing, cutting. If you talk about advancements, there are automatic cutters, automatic cutting room solutions, automatic pocket stitching machines, denim skip machines. So it's a huge variety and range which is here. So that's the reason why these are integrated parts. We're not talking about spinning and ginning, those sort of things, but
Absolutely.
value addition in terms of the textile industry.
So the last question, what is the vision of all of you of the Gartex? What do you want to go ahead? Or, currently you are doing in Mumbai and Delhi. So are you planning a different region also to explore this show? Winston,
I don't think so because Delhi and Mumbai are the hubs, so
Absolutely.
we will continue with these editions only. And
the idea would be to make it more international, more
Absolutely.
complete. And I think COVID was a barrier for that, with
Yeah.
things opening up, borders opening up. So we look at a lot of international participation in the coming editions, which will
give new tech
complete
people
the
technology.
entire value chain and expose people to the various trends across the globe. So that's the whole idea.
Winston, I want to ask, like in the international basis, Frankfurt Textile does with the technical textile. I think they combine with the technical.
Yes.
Yes. So here it's a different, like there is a different technical textile is different, textiles is different. So
Yeah.
why it is?
I think it has been very organically formed here in India. Okay, so technical textiles, the show has been running in India since 2007. Okay, while for Gartex Expresses, I think 2019 was
2016
no
we
for you,
started.
but with us
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
2019.
19.
So it has very organically developed. So it's not something is deliberately done to separate both these expos. Yeah. So going forward, we can look at it. There's never late to have changes, yeah, in one strategy. Yeah. But at the moment, it's going smoothly. So we would like to build one baby at a time. And there are two different sectors you have to understand. Yeah. There's a whole different crossover. Yeah. So we don't want to mix, technical textiles with garmenting, with machinery, yeah, with fabrics, with trims, yeah. Otherwise, you just land up doing too many baskets and you don't know which buyer segment you really want to touch, yeah. Because the idea of every expo is to reach out to the right buyer segment, yeah. We are not looking at quantity in terms of numbers, yeah. We want quality on the floor, you know and that's the reason, do shows which are specific, do shows which are just vertical for this industry, yeah, rather than have a very horizontal macro effect, yeah.
And I like to add what Winston said. We like to focus very much on the quality of buyers. The feedback what our exhibitors have always given up, they don't find too many quantity or workers or zero level people at the show floor. They find the decision makers, which they have never seen in other shows in India. So that's a plus point. Why I would say we are one of the most expensive in this industry because we're giving them quality, we're giving them international standards venue, whether it's Delhi or whether it's Mumbai,
Not
and we're
just
giving.
venue, but buyers. So I think that is the reason our exhibitors are coming back to us again and again.
So both show Delhi, Mumbai, both shows very good. And any vision for the next 5 years? You want to add this section or anything?
I
I,
think we go
yeah,
step by step.
yeah. I would give you a vision if
Yeah.
COVID never existed. Yeah, there's only one
Yeah.
vision. Yeah, nothing stays constant. Yeah,
And I know
so
we
it'll be
have to
very
go step
difficult.
by
Yeah.
step, edition after edition. So it's not going to be a long term strategy right now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jigna.